I'd go from bronze to mythic if I could only open some rares.
That's freaking terrible.
But we'll work hard to solve the format.
7 wins.
And I'm sure we'll make it there.
All right, what is up, my friends? Welcome to Bronze to Mythic. Check out our account from Bronze to Mythic, episode 10. Draft 10. We're in the double digits, folks, and we are in Platinum Tier 3. We're running like an okay pace this season. We're not doing, that's not the best. Final Fantasy was really, really good, but we're doing good. Last draft was an interesting one. Make sure to check it out. Like, comment, subscribe, support the content. Let's hop into draft number 10 here and make some progress. All right, let's rock and roll, and let's open up some stuff here. Terra Symbiosis. That's a fun rare. The meta for an enchantment, or you put one or more counters on a creature you control, draw many cards, do it only once a turn. This card is pretty fun. It's basically a green-white card, I feel like. The problem with this card is that green is super overdrafted right now. So trying to draft like a fun green deck is a pretty risky proposition. Making me less inclined to want to take a shot on this one. I'm not sure. There's a Station Monitor, which is a really cool card. I've not tried out like the blue-white second spell deck yet. Virus Beetle, Hammer the Follower, 2 good black cards. Hellcarver's pretty good too. A couple other green cards. Not a lot of white or blue cards either. Well, I'm going to try the Station Monitor. I think that our last few drafts, green has been insanely overdrafted. I think it's a bad time to try and be messing around with green. So let's take the Monitor and see where it goes. This is second spell payoff, really, really good. And great card in general. So we get past the back with a Pinnacle Star Cage, which is unfortunately not great with Station Monitor. More of a constructed card than a limited card. We see Sunset Saboteur, a pretty awesome rare. Doesn't jive with our first pick at all. I have this card a lot too. It's really good, but by taking this, we sort of untake our first pick. I really like this card. In my Psycho, this is the card we want to go with our double spell stuff. Draw mana cantrips, tap a thing. I might just want to dive in and just try it. Just force it and see how it goes. The correct pick here is probably Saboteur, but I've had this card a lot, and I'm in. I'm just gonna we're gonna put the blinders on and give it a spin, barring some sort of like big change or big thing else. So back through, what do we see? We see Dauntless Scrapbot, which is quite good, honestly. This card is just like a good card in general. And then Radiant Strike's an okay removal spell. Self-Grav Mechan's pretty cool. I could see being in the artifact space if we are in this space as well. But I think it's worse than these cards. Strike and Scrapbot. Scrapbot is quite good, and we could end up being not white. Like, this card's going to make our deck, like, basically every time, period. Whereas maybe we end up getting pushed off a white for some reason. Yeah, I think we're just going to Scrapbot here. Hit the old robot.
Bite my shiny metal ass.
And get past Ragast Deft Gastronaut. Sure. I don't think this is us, but sure. Also, Steel Storm Operator, a little artifact payoff, and then another Radiant Strike. The problem is splashing in this set's really, really difficult. I mean, it is a pretty powerful card. Jeez. Strike, Operator, or the Gastronaut. All right. What do we do on Bronze? I think we take the rare and have some fun, right? All right, cool. We'll take the Gastronaut. That being said, fixing is a little tough in this set, so we'll see where it takes us. But it does seem not great. It is pretty cool if it makes all your artifacts into food. You can sacrifice like tokens or whatever else, lander tokens. Maybe it's bad. I don't know. We'll see. But we can pass it back here with some white cards. We get Space Time Anomaly, not very good. Shieldmate. I think Systems is fine. I'm pretty big fan of this card. It's good 1-mana spell, protects our stuff. I'm in. Definitely might not play the Lobster here. So here's a little Gale Blade, pretty good also in the second spell deck. Just cheap little cantrip. And yeah, I feel like we're not gonna play the Regasts, but whatever. Sure, take the cheap guy. This is the card we can get late that is good in our deck, so that's kind of cool. Take the Gale Blade. We get past a Mechan Assembler, which is actually a pretty solid card, even though it looks like it would be kind of mopey. Also, Night Luminary, Starbreach Whale. Luminary might be better in our deck, honestly. It's better at double spelling. It's just a really good card. I don't know how artifacty we're going to be. We've already passed up on a few good artifacts. I'm taking the Night Luminary. I'm taking the safer card. Cheaper and safer. Gonna stay on plan here and keep the cheap cards. As you saw in the last draft, there are diminishing returns big time on expensive cards. The more cheap cards you can have, the better, which is not only for our archetype. We just want to be able to double spell, but just in general. So Navigator's great here. Great card.
My robot is programmed never to harm humans.
Yeah, really easy pick. And we see the Terra Symbiosis Tables, which is not crazy, honestly. It's a really weird card. Lost in Space or Command Bridge. Command Bridge is a possible way to splash the Regast. I'm not a big fan of Lost in Space. I think this card's pretty mopey. I'll take the land. We can do better than that other card. Unravel, Mechazoa, Survey, Mechan. Really weird payoff for different lands. Not a big fan of Cancel. The Mechazoa guide's fine. Whatever, it's playable. Reasonable enough. Radiant Strike also tables, as do the other blue cards. So I think we're in the right spot, which is nice. Torpedo, probably not us. Cool. I would say this card's probably going to the board. As it stands right now, though, our curve is excellent. And let's open another station monitor, honestly, So we can open a Uthros Scan Ship, which is a little bit of a card draw on a starship.
You are within our spacecraft.
Another Luminary, which is just a really good card. Shieldmate, Zoa, Dual Sun. Sure. This card's excellent. This card's really good. It definitely earns this rating it gets up here. It's phenomenal. It's cheap. A lot of bodies. Goes wide. Yeah, I'm in. There isn't really a upper limit to how many of this card I would play. And there certainly is on Scan Ship. We get past another Terra Symbiosis. Someone's going to have a really cool counter stack, but whatever. Honor's dope, and Honor's really good in this deck. Cheap 1-mana cantrip. The problem is that, we don't really have a lot of cards that care about double spelling. Right now, it's just the Monitor. So, it's weird to be building around, a single card in our deck. We're hoping we get more, but it's just a little weird. But sure. There's on. Oh, my God. That's a boosty pack. We see Starfield Shepherd and Codecracker Hound, which are both bonkers good. I think the Shepherd is better when we have 1-drops in our deck, which we do currently. Yeah, I think Shepherd's better. It's close, but yeah, let's take the Shepherd. Warp it in. Honor number 2. Again, I feel like we're so well set up for this second spell thing, but we just don't have any other second spell payoffs. But yeah, slam the Honor. Honor's great. Our curve is nice because this actually goes here and this actually goes here. Look at this mana curve, right?
Now this is pod racing.
We're doing the thing. We just need some payoffs. So there's a Bright Spell Zealot, which is a payoff. Really good with Honor too. Cerebral Download is not that exciting, and then yeah, everything else here is shitty. So all right, Zealot's fine. We take our Zealot and we kind of keep our thing going. Check out the other folks in the draft. Hello, folks. How you doing? First, there are folks that follow button. Watching YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, support the content. If you like the show, please support the show. Costs you nothing. Leave a comment, leave a like, leave a comment, say hi in chat. Hit the buttons and do the things. And support the content. A lot goes into my shows and all my content, and your support makes that possible. So thanks so much. All right, Rescue Skiff is not a great card. It's funny, Exalt Savior isn't really that good either, but it is good in this double spell deck. But we don't really have enough payoffs to want this. I don't think. It's funny. I think that this card's actually pretty good in our deck. We have double knights and a bunch of cheap creatures. All right. I'm going to take this guy. I don't know. Savior and the Artifact draw combo. What is Savior and the Artifact draw combo? What you talking about? Need more than that, folks. Got to be clear in chat. All right. Help me out here. 2-mana stun thing. Need more than stun thing. You gotta help me out, folks. If you're gonna help me out in chat, you gotta give me full card names and be clear, all right? Just saying that card and the thing is not it's very confusing. Crowd Shatter's great. Great card, cheap card for double spelling, awesome. Also an Endless Sands, but yeah, Shatter's awesome. Another Zealot's great. All right, so now at least it feels like we have some payoffs, right? We're actually like building towards something with all of our double spell stuff. Again, part of the allure of this, which is also part of the allure of Quarry Steelcutter and Standard, is that like when you play a synergy card that just wants you to play cheap cards, it's sort of just telling you to build your deck right. Like Lurrus is the same thing, where it's like, just play with cheap cards, idiot. And like, oh yeah, that is really good. Double spelling is pretty sweet. Not playing 5 drops to get stuck on my hand is pretty awesome. So, again, our mana curve is bonkers. Dual Sun Technique. We don't have a lot of natural counter stuff in our deck besides the honors. I don't think we're gonna play this, but we could end up in a spot where we do. So here's a Shield Mate and a Light Jammer. These are all pretty bad cards. And Sinister Creology. I mean, this is a cheap spell for double spelling, but not very good. All right, so we have 18 cards going to pack 3. Is a great place to be. And pack 3, we open up a Kavaran Memorial World, not us. A Swarm Yard. Any insects, rats, spiders, or squirrels in this deck? No.
Where are they?
Pulsar Squadron Ace, just a good little 2-drop. The Operative is not a very good card. Our deck is so well set up for double spell stuff that I think that we probably would play this card. But the problem with this card is that when you get that first trigger off, it's only a 3-2 until it trades with everything, which sucks. So I think it's playable in our deck, but not a card we would ever be happy with early and just take the ace. So it probably wheels. It should wheel. It's a very bad card, but again, just more cheap spells, though. This deck looks fun to play. It's fun to just, like, play a bunch of cheap spells and go nuts. And we get past an Emissary Escort, which is a really sweet card. This is power for the greatest mana value, having artifacts you control.
Fight my shiny metal ass.
Being said, we don't have many artifacts in our deck. I don't think that's really us. Operators also, we're not really artifact-y. The Whale is like just kind of a mediocre card. It's not very good. We have very few artifacts. I'm going to take the Escort. I don't want to play these other cards, honestly. And like, I could see a world we end up playing this card. And if we do, awesome. But if not, that's fine too. So we see a Raging Ravine with some really cool looking art. Not us, obviously, but Focus Fire, Radiant Strike, Honored Knight Captain. That's a very high rating for a Raise the Alarm. 2 mana for 2 1/1s, and you can get an equipment. Do I have any equipment? I don't. Sure. I think just Focus Fire here. Focus Fire is pretty nice card. So take Focus Fire. And we see Scout for Survivors, Starfighter Pilot, and not much else. We currently have one drop, and 1, 2, 3, 4, only 4 2-drops, so Scout is unplayable. Pilot's fine. Yeah, I wish we had more of the cantrips, but another Zealot's great. I think Zealot's like really good in our deck, so take a Zealot. It's one of our actual payoffs for doing the thing we're doing. Yeah, I think this card's pretty good, the modulation. I think this is the kind of card where like it's a really, really good synergy piece. I don't think this card tables that often, so. Where are the playables?
Where are they?
I don't want any of these cards. Sure. We ain't crewing, don't want that card. Get the hell out of here.
Inconceivable!
Alright, we get a 7th pick Strip Mine. You know, the card that's banned in every format. Sure. I think it is especially good in our deck because, like, we're going to play 16 lands. We want to play 15. This is a way to play a 16th land. It's also a spell. It's pretty wild. The Operative, this is not a table. This is the other Operative. So we might end up with 2 Operatives, too. I think our deck's going to be nuts. Yeah, our deck's nuts. If this deck ain't good, then the blue-white archetype ain't good. Full stop. You want to cut the Mechazoa? You got a whale here. I don't think you want this whale either. Glub, 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 glub. So yeah, we're gonna cut the Zoa and the whale. This is 24. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. Man. The Honor Knight Captain also tables. Sure. I don't want this card. And yeah. Blue-white is double spell matters. Alright. Let's take a look. Loves it. Over 1,000, loves the deck. I actually kind of want to see. Let's see our splitting spells and creatures here. So, Focus Fire, Double Honor, Reroute, Shatter, Modulation, Dual Sun. Honestly, with 2 operatives, I think Dual Sun technique looks a lot better. Escort can go. Escort's not in the deck. This is it. This is our deck. This is fantastic. This deck looks really nice. These are effectively 2s. This is also a 2. So our deck is just all 1s and 2s. We have a Strike for removal. We have a Cryo Shadow for removal. I guess we are a little light on removal. That's fair. We only have the Strike, a Shatter, and a tap effect for a modulation. That could lead us to want to play the Mechazoa. Just have a little extra ways to kind of push through. Oh, Focus Fire also. So you have 3 removal spells. Not great, but we are very fast. So it's funny. I feel like Scrapbot's actually not great in this deck. To the point where like I almost wouldn't mind cutting it. We don't need a cut, I suppose, but we don't really use the lander very well, and the body is pretty small. Artifact count is only 2, so yeah, this card's unplayable. So I could see playing the Mechazoa over the Scrapbot, just to have like a little bit more ways to kind of tap things and push things through. This curve though, this curve is it's nice. It's really nice. Yeah, I'm gonna cut Scrapbot. It's funny I said I would always play that card, but we're gonna pop in the Zoa. This card's unplayable. It's just way too bad when you actually cast it. So, all right, this deck is gas. I am pumped for this one. So we are a lot more white than blue, which is a little awkward because we have all these cheap blue cards, but playing Strip Mine, a lot of cantrips. We do need to draw blue. There's no way to play 17 lands in this deck, right? Just for colors. You know what? Let's play 17 lands. Oh, that's so close. We just need blue early. It's for colors, not for anything else. Like, it's not for a number of lands, it's for actual color. Is playing Command Bridge insane? As a dual land? I would kill for a Tranquil Cove here or whatever. So we want to cast the Operative. You know what? If we cast Operative on turn 3 isn't the worst, actually. This is fine. I'll play it like this. Alright. We're playing Strip Mine. You're not going to stop me. So, what do you think, folks? Prediction time. 7 wins, yay or nay. This pretty awesome looking mana curve here. And let me know what you think in the chat or the comments. Make sure you take a second and let me know you're a believer or a non-believer. 7 wins, yay or nay. Let's do this. Let's rock and roll. Chat coming out at me. And this hand is good. Still want to get that elusive under 1 hour trophy. It's one of my bucket list items for Bronze Mythic. Haven't gotten there yet. So, all right. Mountain, pause, go. We've got Operative, Captain. Got a shield. Sure. So, I think we're just going to play Operative into Zealot. And go from there. Looking to get a second counter, get a counter on this. Make our Dual Sun pretty good. All right, bring it on. What do you got, friend? Ugh, that's a busted rare. All right, here's Pinnacle Emissary, and they're gonna get a drone token. Only blocks flyers. That's a pretty insane start. They can't block, so we're gonna attack. This Bright Spear Zealot. I mean, next turn we just have, you know, Luminary and Captain, make a bunch of guys. Then we have Breacher. We have Double Strike, possibly. This card is really, really good. But they're going to self-craft. Man. Alright, so opponent's got, like, the nut blue-red artifact deck. That's fine. Put a counter on the flyer. That's cool. Kind of a weird choice with us having a 2-4 in play, but sure. We draw land. We're definitely just double spelling here. Yeah. Gonna go warp this bad boy. Play Captain. Pretty happy to trade Zealot for Self-Craft. Give me the option, so we're gonna attack. I do not want to trade Operative for Shieldmate, because I have this Double Strike card in my hand, too. This is going to be huge. Oh, we have this in Dual Strike. It's pretty cool, too. And we do attack, actually. I think it's fine. Oh, I did fucking...
Just did a bad thing.
Hi, I'm Jim. Welcome to Bronze Mythic. Just didn't see it. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Just blind. Just getting blind in my old age. Yeah, alright, sure. That's bad, but whatever. It's fine. 4 to the face. They play an operative of their own. They play their emissary. I mean... Yeah, that's okay. We'll figure it out. Attack for 2, 13 to 14. We draw a Navigator. Making this one interesting, that's for sure. We're just gonna play a big guy and say go. You know, we're just gonna forget that ever happened, alright? We'll just forget. Just forget it. Everyone take a second, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you will, look right here.
Never had that creature. I don't know what you're talking about. There was no suicide attack. It was just, what? Yeah, I don't know. It's just fine. Everything's cool. It's totally cool. Attack for 2. I can draw a land next turn, I think. They play Thrumming Hivepool? Okay. Sure. So they have 2 slivers a turn. Yeah, we're dead. We can't beat this in the ground. Just 6 mana for 2 1/1s every turn. The problem is that their starting draw was so good that, like, now they have the time to, like, get this thing going and crush us with it. It's pretty bad for us. Their deck's cool. Yeah, they have a really nice artifact deck. Like, every card's an artifact. Great rare payoff. Can't be too sad about losing this, but right, let's warp this. Get a planes. Play a planes. 4, 3, 6, 6. Try and cheese him out. Yeah, if this on a stable board is almost unbeatable. It's just 2 double strikes every turn. Like, unless you're in the air and they have a good air defense thing. Like the Pinnacle Emissary Hivepool combo, defending both the ground and the air is pretty rough. Alright, actually, they're gonna give me a decent trade here. So we double strike, we draw a card, we kill 2 of their things. We draw Honor. They're 10. The problem is I just don't think we can beat the Hivepool. Just infinite blockers, basically. So 2 double strike hasters. I think this card, you want this card in an artifact deck, where the fact that it's an artifact matters. You have ways to, like, get it out faster and so on and so forth, but... Alright, here come the flyers. Yeah, they're just gonna try and beat us in the air while the slippers hold the ground. Okay. Zealot. Come on. That card's also really good. Okay, yeah, they have a nice artifact deck, folks. We draw a land. We can Shepherd Search for a 1-drop. I just don't think we can get through anymore, you know? They have the ground and the air covered. Let's cast Shepherd and then honor it. Like, our draw's like pretty good too. We just can't beat what they're doing, you know, like combat. I don't even know how good these attacks are. They don't seem very good, but we just can't. You gotta stem a tide, you know? Alright, yeah. These slivers, they're tough. Alright, so 2 slivers down, or 1 sliver down. 1 real card down. We say go. We have a 3-2 blocker for the drones, at least, at the moment. But again, I just don't see how we ever get through on the ground this game. Pretty wacky combination of cards. Emissary plus Hive Pool. Tokens everywhere. Come on, opponent.
Anyone home?
Just finish it. Just finish me off already, please. And here come the Flyers. Oh my god. Is there a Trumpet Blast in this format? I guess I have to block these or I just die, right? I don't know, man. I think we're just dead, but... So that would be 3, 6, 7... Yeah, it's in white, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's double strike, not first strike. The never-ending tide of slivers. How do we win? I don't know how we win. Whatever. What do you got for me, friend? Or 10? Ugh. There's so much stuff.
Space robots.
That's the first bad card they've played. All right, sure. Let me draw land. All right. Yeah, I mean, GG. You just got to tip your cap, folks. Tip your cap and say, awesome deck, my friend. Good game. Nothing. Not much more to say, honestly. So, GG. Well played. Good deck. Cool stuff. Remember, folks, we are brought to you by Rogue. That's right, folks. I got a little Rogue left right here, my Dragon Fruit Mango. Not big on caffeine. If you are, awesome. Check out Rogue, of course. But I like the hydration line they have, which is no caffeine, no sugar, 5 calories per serving. It's like just nothing but like electrolytes, B vitamins, and so on and so forth. Give you a little energy, give you a little boost without that bad caffeine, addiction. And that's my go-to. So I got Dragon Fruit Mango right here. And check them out. They have a chill line, also really cool. Check them out at RogueEnergy.com. Promo code Jim Davis MTG for 20% off your order. RogueEnergy.com. Check them out. Yeah, that was a cool deck. That was a pretty sweet deck. Props to them. Curve is okay here. Pilot, Zealot. Navigator. We're still piloting here, so play a pilot, say go. I think surveilling is almost better than looting at this stage anyway. They're gonna play a stinger. Sure. So I'm very happy to trade here. Surveil. We see a Luminary. We're gonna keep that one. Fantastic. Great exchange. Keep playing stuff. Next turn can be Knight and Captain and build up for a big breacher. Never play Thought. Sure. I think I would like to not trade here to keep my board big. They're going to dump a Curiosity. We're going to go land, Captain, Warp.
Engage the Warp Tribe.
You're up. Just looking at a 6/6 right now. We'll see about maybe let's play this next turn. Tapestry Warden. And then no attack. No attack is dope for us. Yeah, sure. Play Luminary, just say go. Now you got an 8/8 coming. Typically, red-green decks struggle against very large creatures. They play an Edge Rover. Come on over. Let me attack for 4. Alright, no blocks. We draw a dual sun. That's the combo, folks. The Breacher and the dual sun. So we're going to play the Breacher. They have a kill spell and response trinket. Nope. Solid 8/8.
Good lord.
Nice green deck.
Gigantism.
Eh? Give this thing double strike.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
How come whenever I have this card, my opponent has a never-ending wall of 3/5s, 2/6s, 4/7s? That sucks. All right. Normally, an 8/8 is an ace in the hole against red-green. Not this time, apparently. We're going to block. That's not cool. I only got 2 cards left, so I'm still feeling pretty good about this game, but that sucked. There's no two ways about it. What is going on here? Sure. And then Harmonious Growstrider. It's a big idiot. We draw Zoa. The Ward here is 2. All right. I guess we're going to honor our Zealot. Draw another Zealot. Sure. I would trade for both of these or the Growstrider given the option, so let's get in. Also fun. Now you have our double strike big shot plan too. Alright, so play Intimidator, and a Lander tokens are pretty gross here because they have this Grove Strider making it bigger. Making this bigger is also rough, though. I think we're just going to make it a 4/3. I think the Lander tokens are... They have spare mana to spend on them, too. Yeah, so... Make 2 Landers, decline. It's got a 4/3. We draw another honor. Damn. That's pretty cool. Okay. So we honor the other Zealot. Oh, no! Second spell!
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
Sure. Okay. I only have 1 blue, too. That's so awkward. Alright. I think we're just gonna make the same play as last turn. We're gonna warp this, tap this guy, and just attack. Offering trades on both sides. Like, if they trade off both here, it's great for us. They trade off only 1, it's good for us. I'm just happy with most of these exchanges. Screw this card! What the hell? One of our early drafts, we had a few of these, and they just literally never worked. They literally never killed a single card. And they're gonna chump block. That's interesting. All right. Well, at least we kept our counter feature in play for double strike. That's really, really annoying. Yeah, this card was horrendous for us when we had it. Didn't kill a thing. All right. Yeah, definitely not getting that sub. The sub 1 hour trophy. Here comes a 6/6. Nope, just kidding. We were playing it wrong because our opponent just kept playing big butted creatures. All right. They're going to get it with a 4-2, which I'm pretty happy to just block. So, cool. Let's see what happens here. They surveil. They didn't land her first. Doesn't matter, so... We draw Radiant Strike. Draw target artifact or tapped creature. So, I'm not, like, super enthused to use the double strike to kill this and trade my guy off, too. But... Are they just, like... They just punted and then I punted back because what they did didn't make any sense. My guy was tapped. My guy was untapped. I could just block with this guy. Alright. Sure.
Could have picked a better spot.
Best bluff is when you don't realize you're making, as is usually the case. I just would have never conceived that they would attack with the 2-4 into my 3-5, or whatever, the guy into my 3-5. So, alright, sure. I guess they're smarter than me. 4-2. Yeah, okay, sure. That's embarrassing. So... We have all the cards. They have none of the cards. We're going to attack with this. This blocks this. This guy's only getting bigger. I guess I get to kill with this, right? Sure. I'm just going to go Navigator and then crack my lander. Honestly, and just say go. Not really in a rush here, I don't think. That's sick. Yeah, that's pretty funny. They got a forest, so no splashes. Now they have a 7/7. I'd like to draw an untapped land, I think. I'm just going to take 7. Draw a strip mine. Sure. So let's just kill the Grove Strider. Let's attack first.
Pointless nostalgia.
Gotta kill this all while they're tapped on their turn.
Get off my
Big game.
plane.
Hand's great. Strip mine, not so exciting here. That's fine. Sure. We'll take the dub. So, a little sloppy. I feel like I've been a little sloppy this run. I don't know why this season's been a little sloppy. I'm not gonna lie, folks, but we're back to Platinum 3 where we were, 2 minutes ago. That's fine. Hand's great. Keep. We've got probably Pilot on 2. Yeah, we're gonna Pilot on 2. Try and fix our mana a little bit. Go Pilot into Zealot and then play Monitor plus Spell later. Sure. They might not block your Honor's Gas, so we're a little stuck on white here. But it's fine. We'll figure it out. All right. Didn't want to risk the mana dork for this big 4-drop. That is a big 4-drop. That card's ridiculous. 3/5. Everything is haste. They can warp in things as well. That's horrifying. I kind of doubt that they're not gonna block. The Pilot can't get in. They just never not block there. Yeah. All right. This is pretty awkward. They don't block that one either, man. All right. I mean, we need a white source, but here we go. Everything has haste. I'm scared. Everyone be scared. Here there be monsters. Maybe. We'll see. That sucks. They're gonna warp in Pinnacle Kill Ship.
Yeah.
Sure.
I bet you weren't expecting that.
Really,
one,
really
God.
good. That card does not have warp usually. That's pretty gross. I mean, can we please do something else also?
Yep.
and play another Zookeeper.
Yep.
They can just cast the ship next turn. Oh my god, man, we're getting obliterated. Can you stop with the stones here? All right. I mean, I don't know if their draw could be any better. I guess it could have been like a Mythic or whatever, but that is some turn. We draw the extra white source, but I don't know if it matters. Play Monitor. We gotta honor here and try and get through this thing, but like I just draw Radiant Strike. Okay, attack for 5. They're just gonna play Kill Ship and probably kill us. If they have a land. They miss on land for a turn. I guess they can even like play it. Oh, they can't crew it because they tap these guys. Ay ay ay, ay 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 ay. Why do we play against the coolest decks ever? They're gonna warp in the Cobb Landseeker, have another Plasma Bolt.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Okay. They probably shouldn't attack here. Let's get Menace. Never mind. Okay. Right. We're just really, really dead. I don't even know what to tell you, folks. This is probably one of the most ridiculous draws I've seen in this format ever. If we kill a Matador, we can kind of play around them having the ship. That's like so sketchy, though. We can put a counter on the flyer, too. It's not a bad attack. I mean, they can just double block, right? Then I kill the Tanic. Sure. Let's put a counter on the flyer. We're probably going to kill this guy. Cryo Shatter? Alright. Let's attack. Maybe we can win. Alright, so no damage. Kill this. Arena's a scam. They can pair you with decks that they can beat you. This Arena's smart enough to know that. Alright. They rip Lost in Space. Okay. Sure. We gotta keep us on top, right? And we can cryo shut. They are at 4. Like, this game is winnable. Maybe I should have bottomed that, actually. The air feels like the place. That goes away. So they're now we're never casting the kill ship. We actually might win this game, folks. Despite all the tough stuff, we might actually be able to win this game. We're gonna, yeah, like they're 4. They're just dead on board. I can't believe what's happening right now. I'm just like flabbergasted. There's a certain like cadence and like rapport when you're playing a game of Magic where kind of you expect things to happen, so they kind of like there's a certain flow, and when things don't happen, that things just make no sense, it can really throw you out of your flow. Because I'm just like stunned with everything that's happened in this game. Tanic is fine. Luminary. Where should I play the Zealot? Or just Zealot and Warp. There's no point in shattering the door because like they only have 5 mana now, so who cares? And now with them being at 2, they have to answer this. We still have a bunch of shitters too, so. Alright, they're gonna hardcast the Landseeker, which is just lethal.
Anyone home?
Yeah. Okay. Nope. Yes. Sure. Alright, so they draw Plasma Bolt number 3 to not die. Fantastic. They're at 2. I can Shatter Tanic and attack with my dude. What a game, man. What a game. So they lose Tanic. We're still going wide enough here. We can probably win. They have Landseeker. Pretty crazy attack, yeah. I think I want to Zealot and not Luminary. Maybe actually it is Luminary. I want to be more mana efficient. I have a lot of 2s and 1s in my deck, so... Yeah, where should I do this? Shatter this. Attack for 4. Tanic blocks. They're at 2. Never mind. They're going to chump block. Okay. They still have haste and warp potentially. If they rip a card that kills us here because of the warp, I might lose it. They just ripped a Plasma Bolt to not die. And they ripped Lost in Space also. Although I probably went to the wrong place. If they warp in like, I don't know, Draku Seth or something, whatever, something like that here and kill us, I would be pretty sad.
Why won't you die?
Alright, actual 5-drop. That also blocks all my stuff. And we draw land. Alright, sure. We got them at 1, but they have a 5/5. Alright, we're just saying go. You can't finish the deal. Attack all, we lose a bunch of stuff and put them to 1. I think that's a really bad place to be. They could just draw a land. That'd be cool, you know?
Is there anybody in here?
This is excruciating.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
Alright. 4 blockers. Still not lethal. Gotta say go. I miss Final Fantasy drafts. Alright, here's a flying blocker. That's not good.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm not gonna do what everyone thinks I'm gonna do. Flip out, man.
Damn it. Noob Hammer, or noob person, thank you. Alright, we're gonna say go. Could have gone for lethal there, but this is definitely a spell, so. Maybe it's not. I don't know. We're not, like, dead yet, so I don't feel comfortable, like, just Leroying into a definite loss if they have anything. Well, I guess they have the ship now, though. Oh, right. Yeah, I should have gone for it.
I suppose you think that was terribly clever.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, alright. Shit, man. It is the same number of blocker. That is true. They are still dead. Now they're actually dead, though. Yes, never dead, because it happened thing. All right, cool. Yeah, so... All right. A little sloppy there at the end, but we got lethal. So... All right, so yeah, just attack with everything, kill them. Trying to throw, but thankfully not throwing. Nothing like double strike on a 1/1, you know? Ay. All right. We won. I probably should have gone for it last turn. I think without the kill ship I was correct, but I think with the kill ship I'm definitely not correct, so I should have gone for it. But all right, cool. We'll take it. Anyway, we can get it. No. Oh, we do more planes than islands. We can't keep this. Right? We can't keep this. We got. Yeah, we're gonna mulligan. We can't keep this hand. Like, we don't draw a white source, the game's over. Like, drawing a white, going turn 2 operative, turn 3 operative in one of these is pretty gas. But I basically just have to draw a white source my first 2 draws, so I can't win. I'm gonna mulligan. Yeah, I think on the draw I would keep, but come on, man.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
I'm not going to 5, so sure. Keep this. We'll dump the operative. And, yeah, I guess that's that. Well, that works. All right, so we're going to go monitor this turn because we want to be able to modulate next turn for some tokens. Pretty cool. Don't kill my guy. Don't kill my guy. No, 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 no.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I probably should actually warp this. I'm just too sad to continue. All right, yeah. A mulligan on the play into kill spell and my good creature is really, really bad for us. We play around virus beetle here. Warp and attack. Say go. We are good against future removal spells at least. By just having a bunch of shitters, but it's really good. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Okay. That's a pretty good draw. Let me just play this guy first. Alright, play this guy and say go. So no attacks. I mean, our hand's not bad. The problem is they just have 7 cards in their hand. Okay. Wow. Folks just like attacking against me. They just have no respect. You know, like, just no respect at all. I'll just attack Jam. What the hell else can you do? Chat says 0 point ballad for 1. I prefer if that didn't happen. We draw another knight. That's cool. So you probably warp. Reroute is 2 damage to a tapped creature, which is a little awkward here. They can almost surely double spell. I think it's more about damage than anything else. I'm just going to tap this and draw a card. Get it for 6. Alright, we draw a land. So we have attack with everything. Get in for 6. 1/3 their life total. They have a thingy. We can use this to give it indestructible. I think I'm in for that. Let's save our guy. Get it for 6. And at this point, we're not playing on Virus Beetle anymore, so let's shrink the power, which is kind of amusing, but yeah, we're gonna warp this guy. I guess actually they're not going to attack with this next. Well, we can actually hold the land here. It's fine. So hold the land. Say go. If they have Virus Beetle, the game ends. So say go. We are very wide. At this point, cards are whatever. They already have infinite cards, so. Sure, that's fine. All right. Well, I mean,
Get off my plane.
they have the hexproof thing. It'd be unfortunate. Nope. Okay. 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 They're gonna Lost in Space a 1/1. Okay. They go to 11. Here's an operative. It does not block. I guess they play spell blocks, but okay. And they have a. Oh my god, man! They're really. They're gonna cast the creature. They're not gonna warp it, so they're gonna show some pretty well restrained behavior here. Oh my god, dude! What's the problem with them having 10,000 cards in hand, right? So trading. Damn. Trading Lumin, yeah, it's pretty bad. All right, well, let's play Navigator and just again, I guess. All right, well, here's a Void Forge Titan. That's a problem. I mean, we're like kind of in this game, right? Here's a Navigator. So they want to loot and void. I think I just like let this go through and not bother. I'm not gonna get my card with the warp or with the whatever the void thing.
Embrace the void.
No blocks. Pulsar Squadrons. Okay. A lot of shivers. Yeah, that's fine. There are no spaceship in our deck. We don't have any equipment, unfortunately. What's up, Poop Cowboy? Thanks to the resub. Playing in draft night tonight. Awesome. Happy to have you. I'll be playing that in a bit. As soon as this draft concludes. 5 spells to the bottom is not ideal, but... now they're getting aggressive? Damn. Alright. That's not good. They're at 11. I mean, for a game where we mulliganed on the play... and they just, like, killed our first 5 creatures or whatever, we're, like, kind of doing okay. The problem here is that we just can't really, like... we start blocking, I don't know how we can win. You know, like, but what choice do we have? Yeah, like... is this a Wrath? I don't know. Maybe they have a second Wrath? I don't know, honestly. I don't know what's going on here. This is a weird game. Just gonna block and be super sad about it. They're not that ahead on board. As there's attack, they're not ahead on board anymore. Now they're behind on board. They have a Titan. I feel like that Wrath had been really pretty good there, but... alright. We have no equipment in our deck, right? No. We do not. Okay. Yeah, we're just saying go. I mean... definitely a weird game. We've been through a lot of their cards. Here comes a 4/4, sure. Okay. Sure. Scour for scrap to tutor and basically the perfect card in this scenario. Tutor best artifact, return best artifact. They get a Mechazoa. That's really good. I think we're dead, folks. Don't think there's a way out of this one.
Waka waka.
Right. Alright. So that's fine limited. What do you mean? At this stage of a game, it's terrible, yeah, but like, if you're ahead on turn 3 or 4, it's really, really good. Here's a Zoa. Don't think we have any outs anymore. Alright, let's start the chain up here. They still have Titan in their hand, though. It's pretty gross. Yeah, there are a lot of creature lands in my set too, which is kind of cool. So, okay. The problem is they just have this void guy, which can't really beat that. So, all right, we are gonna block. It matters. I probably just can't win. We probably just can't win. I mean, just can't beat the void guy and everything else. I mean, pretty tough game. You know, mulliganing on the play against triple removal spell is like, you know, getting 1-for-1 when you mulligan on the play is like an absolute recipe for disaster. And they also have a good card. I mean, they're actually like pretty solid. Just a fine like blue-black control-y deck. But yeah.
We were born in the intergalactic void.
All right. Let's get one on the way out here. And that's tough game. Not ideal, for sure. Rough go of this format. Strip mine. All right. I mean, sure. Swamp go. All right, so probably Navigator first. See what we draw. Star Breach Whale. Sure. Alright. Honor number 1. We can Shepherd for Plains. We can Navigator. Just Navigator. I think I really want to discard here, but I'm not like a huge fan of this card. I just don't like Looters Unlimited very much. Modern Day Limited is just all about you just use every card. You don't often need to loot. All right, so they discard Virus Beetle. The worst card in their hand is Virus Beetle when I have a 2/1 in play. That is not possible. There's just no way. All right, we draw land. Focus Fires for 3. We can strip mine them too. Which is kind of sweet, honestly. Strip mine them off blue. That's not a bad way to try and win the game, I think. Attack, loot, focus fire. Loot island. Meets plains. Strip 'em! Your turn. Alright, we draw another land, which is not ideal. We do get to honor. Alright, well, now I'm glad we have a looter, I guess. Let's attack. Draw another.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
Looter's the best card in the set. By far, not even close. Take 3. Woman. I'd say I'm trying, but we've been playing pretty bad today, unfortunately. So you know.
I'm stupid. You're smart.
Yeah, draw your card. Drawing a card's certainly better than looting is. You have 5 cards in hand. The Shepherd's pretty good. Alright, so they are going to Self-Craft. 3/4. We draw Station Monitor. That's cool. Alright, let's start doing this thing. So, let's monitor. Let's warp.
30 seconds to warp threshold.
We'll just go get ourselves a 1-drop, and we'll just say go. Shepherd's pretty good. Pretty nice card. We can Luminary and Gale Blade next turn if I don't kill my monitor. Nice strip mine. Just rattled off like 10 lands in a row. Alright, so... What do you got, friend? They're going to edict us. Oh, that is non-token. Alright, we're going to sack this guy. That's fine. Much as I love to loot, we got to keep our monitor alive and just keep spamming 1/1s. They're going to station up.
Shields up, weapons online.
This is just a 4/3 flyer. Sure, that's fun. Trade the Shepherd. Our blocks here are good. Luminary Galeblade. More tokens, more guys. This is fine. This is an okay spot, you know. We've taken some bad exchanges this game, but that's a cool card too. Cool. Alright, sweet. So let's go Luminary. And Galeblade. This card's gonna be huge.
Good lord. Gigantism.
Getting hungry. A little worried. Tiny bit. Alright. Nanoform Sentinel. They're doing the station thing. So they get to tap a thing to untap another thing, which is... I mean, they didn't really need it to station this, so whatever. 19 to 16. They have a whale and 2 cards left over. Yeah, sure. Drop planes. It's not ideal, but... We can just Breacher, I guess. At this point, we're not... I have no viable attacker, so we'll just say go. I would just sack this thing end step. This is a fun little design, honestly. We beat a 4/3 flyer. We have a face-up 3/2 flyer. What do you mean? A 3/5 flyer, but... Alright, it's end step worship draw card. Alright. No! No!
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Double strike and no counters. They killed my counter guy. That's freaking rude. Why you gotta be so rude? That's why that card sucks. I mean, they just use their kill spell on my 4-mana common, you know? Like, it's not too bad. I agree it's not, like, great, but... Alright, well, we are saying go. Unfortunately, we have drawn a lot of lands again. On the bright side, draft night can start on time. Yeah. Here's the whale. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty disappointed in my deck. Our deck feels like it should be like the ideal blue-white deck, and we just like are not winning. So gone whaling. Still 2 cards in end. I'm friends with Zach Hill. Acquaintances. I haven't spoken to Zach in many, many years, but he was definitely playing Magic when I was playing Magic. Why, what's up, Matt? Alright. They're going to attack. We're just going to try and block. I mean, I think that our Shepherd's not doing much here, so that's fine. Good exchange. Alright. We draw a Radiant Strike. Search our artifact or tap creature. Alright. Yeah, I'm just going to play lands like go. Really lacking ways to push through here. And they play an Entropic Battle Cruiser.
Attention alien spacecraft, do you read?
Battle cruiser operational.
We have Strike in our hand, so.
space station. It's too big to be a space station.
Get off my plane.
I had a punt, actually. I should wait until my turn. There's no reason to do that on their end step. Because if I draw a spell for double spell, yeah, that was pretty bad. Okay. That sucks. That was actually a really bad play. Shit. Alright, Karn, for the love of freaking God, do you please stop barking? Yeah. Say go. 14, 19.
Anyone home?
Come on in, sure. We're trading damage. I'm pretty okay with that. We have a double strike card in our hand. And they're at 14. Unzap. We draw an operative. Okay. That's kind of cool with this, I guess. Alright. Get it for 2 and just say go. We're going to wait on our... just really hope we draw a spell next turn, basically. Again, I think that waiting on the... strike a bit. Come on. Alright, well, they play Quantum Riddler, and they're going to draw 2 cards, and the game effectively just ended. So, the Rizzlers here. Yeah. Play a land, just going to draw 2 cards again next turn, so don't think that's really beatable. Cryo Shatter on my Zealot. Alright, it does have Vigilance, but it doesn't matter, so... yeah, we're pretty screwed. Alright, yeah, I'll have to tell you. They're going to draw 2 more cards off this thing, too. Yeah. I mean... okay. Riddler's pretty bested. Give it a little deck. $12 cards in deck. So, warp these things. There are 12. My monitor's still alive. Untap and draw. That was a really good draw. That was probably best draw in the entire deck, as far as, like, possibly chaining together a win here. Alright. Let's play the Jellyfish.
We are aliens, but what are you going to do about it?
Draw this. It's your last call to sign up for draft night, so... and now if we attack with everything, they're 12. It's just not enough to get through, I don't think. Yeah. Alright. Okay. We're still going. Yeah, like... this is fine. I'm just gonna have 2 in the air. And I think we're gonna hold... do we hold the ace or just play it? I guess we want to play it because we have more bodies with counters on for this technique too. So we bottom these cards. Bottoming Honor sucks. That would be a really good draw. Say go 10 to 12. They actually had a 4th to pressurize. Oh, I'm sorry. That was the last opponent. Never mind. They had to pressurize. It sucks. Yeah, I mean, they gave us the drone, but probably can't win this one. Yeah. Here's the Riddler, draw another card. I was told blue-white was good, alright? Cryo Shatter again. Their deck's pretty nice, but... yeah, I was told blue-white was good. Maybe I was lied to. And There's no stalling it out here, folks. We are very dead. There's no way we can not die before they deck. I just can't stop barking. Jordan can't bark. Just like, I don't know how you ever win. Like, I don't think that, like, some sort of sneaky double strike kill can kill him. Karn, for the love of Christ, Karn. They have two big flying blockers, too. Just like, she's got nothing here, folks. They choose. Oh my god! Yeah, this is a massacre. Like, all right. Well, I don't know. We lost a lot. I don't know what to tell you. All right, so we went 2-3, which is very surprising to me because this deck looked really good to me. I could clearly be wrong. I also heard that Blue White was very, very good. On like Lords Limited and stuff, so maybe they're wrong also, I have no idea. But super low curve, couple removal spells, good synergy. Went 2-3. I'm very, very surprised. So yeah, let me know what you think about the deck, where I'm going wrong here. This format has not felt super natural for me, like Final Fantasy did, where I was just crushing. I've had decks that look good, and have done bad, and vice versa. It just felt kind of like a crapshoot so far. So we have a lot of learning to do, a lot to figure out, and that's what we're going to do. That's the whole point of the show, right? So, you two folks, love you. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you think about this deck and what I'm doing wrong, and I'd be happy to hear it.